Guys, Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. Send us some love and some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Much love, guys. Much love. We have Clan Siege. The second video dropped on the Raid Shadow Legends YouTube channel. The first time that we had the Clan Siege info, I brought on Saf and Cold Brew. If you missed that video, we kind of give our initial thoughts and expectations for Clan Wars or Clan Siege inside Raid Shadow Legends. I would advise you guys check that out. Also, I will link the video that just dropped a couple hours ago from this one going live, and that is the full breakdown of how everything will work inside Clan Siege, the battle tactics they're calling it. I had to share my opinion with you guys. I've seen a lot of content out there already on Clan Siege from a lot of great creators. A lot of the chatter has been around the rewards. I'm really not going to touch on the rewards because we don't know exactly how they scale, you know, what they're going to be, unless I miss something, what they're going to be like, you know, towards the, you know, the better categories or the better tiers, right? So I don't really have any strong thoughts there. Obviously, the lower tiers are super underwhelming, but that was to be expected. I'm more looking at this as a feature. You know, is this a feature that can take Raid right now and let it live another 5 years, another 10 years? And I have to say, this is an unpopular opinion. I have to say that I think they did a hell of a job putting a lot of thought into this feature. First of all, Raid is a massive, massive pay-to-win game. It's not a shocker to anybody out there. I feel like they did just about as well as you could without going just standard level on everything, you know, and how do you do that with gear and stuff too? But I feel like they did a pretty damn good job at least mitigating the pay-to-win factor, especially as compared to like every other player versus player feature in the game right now. The fact that you can, like, you know, there's a lot of strategy involved beyond just who spent the most, but it is Raid Shadow Legends, so spending, of course, is going to be a gigantic, a factor for you guys. And I'm sure when you're mismatched against a clan that's full of 30 whales and you get smoked, you're not going to feel good about it. So this is Raid Shadow Legends, ladies and gentlemen. But overall, I thought they did a pretty good job. I like how they set this up. I like that, you know, the placement of everything actually has a strategic implication to the battle, so there can be like strongholds and kind of choke points, and there's a lot of coordination, a lot of communication that's going to need to be involved to actually, you know, execute a good and robust clan war strategy, a clan siege strategy. So that leads me to my first kind of critique. It's hard to even say critique, but just my first observation, my first thought was watching this video. And again, I'm not going to watch it with you guys. You can watch it. If you haven't seen it yet, I would strongly advise, God, everybody in your clan watch it, because you're going to need to study this thing. It feels like you need a degree to understand all the moving parts of Clan Siege. And I guess my first thought is, I kind of feel bad for clan leaders. I'm not a clan leader. Shout out to Agalins, our fearless leader. But I kind of feel bad for clan leadership in general, because there's a lot of coordination. Now, some people might like that. You know, that's right up their alley. And some people will thrive in that. You know, I used to do that way back in the day in Clash of Clans in 2016 or whatever, right? I was in the nitty gritty. And that was actually really fun. If I look back at some of my best, you know, video game memories, running a clan through a very, very involved and in-depth clan war system like this, actually, even though there's a lot of time necessary, it's like a full, you should get paid for this sort of thing, like how much time you put into it. But it was also really fun for me, you know, back when I had the free time to do that. So I imagine it will be kind of a mixed bag. I imagine there's a lot of leadership right now. They're like, it might be time for me to hang them up. And there might be a lot of leadership right now saying, wow, this is what I've been waiting for, something to really give me that competitive fuel and spirit to get into this game, especially on a communal level with my clan, right? So I imagine there'll be kind of both sides of that coin. But the biggest thing that we have to talk about, and, you know, I saw that Hades came out with a video. I saw like a bunch of creators. I want to say like half a dozen have mentioned this. We mentioned it on our initial video. I think we ended by talking about this for like 5 minutes, and that is the time. Listen, I know you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but I need to talk about it in this video, because this is a big, and hats off. Honestly, I like it. At first glance, I haven't done it, but at first glance, I think they did a hell of a job here. I think they did a really good job with this system. There's a lot going on, but man, it's going to take so much thought, time, communication, back end organizing, you know, and people need to be accountable as well, right? You're going to be counting on everybody to get their attacks in, their defensives in, maybe switch things up. There's a currency involved. There's a lot involved in this feature. And this game already sucks up hours and hours and hours of your time. Now, listen, if you really enjoy something, then why is time that big of an issue, right? Well, if I want to even play Live Arena, you know, these are like rotating 2-hour slots for me. I'm saying Live Arena. I know that the majority of you guys don't even care about Live Arena, but whatever you're into, whatever extracurricular outside of your dailies, essentially, right, that you're into, I mean, I struggle just to find that time already in the game, right? I have a family, I have a job, right? I do also cover Raid here on the YouTube channel, so I feel like the onus is on me to be on top of these things, right? But man, this is a lot for anybody, you know, for anybody out there, you know? So they need to, in my opinion, they've done a good job over the years. They've done a really good job. I know it's easy to bash, but I want to give credit where credit is due. I think that adding the auto battle to, why am I going into arena? I have no idea. But adding the auto battle to Demon Lord, I think it was one of the coolest things that they've done, right? Being able to just quick battle there. They need to do the same. I don't know if they're going to do it for Hydra. They might have to wait until the next, you know, clan boss comes out. But I saw this on Hades' video, right? I wanted to integrate a little bit of community feedback here, right? This is Hades. They may have gone one step too far, he says, right? The top comment, I wanted to give some love to this comment, right? Nerf Amos, quick Hydra battles, quick battles for the twins, quick battles for Doom bosses, super raids for Minnow. There's a lot of things they can do to help save time. Short, sweet, but right to the point, right? I mean, in the second comment's the same thing. Anything with a key, this guy, Siren Pew, he hits the nail on the head. Anything with a key should be auto, right? That means Doom Tower. I'm okay with Hydra not being auto right now, quick battles, right? Because it's kind of it's still a newer feature, right? When they introduce a new clan boss, I would expect them to go in on Hydra and add a quick battle feature. I'm personally okay. I mean, we can't have everything, right? Or maybe we can. We can always try for it. So I don't know. But everything else, I'm with him. Basically, the twins, Doom Tower bosses, super raids for Minnow. I mean, that should have been added 5 years ago. Come on, man. I mean, and some new stages, maybe, right? And it also really bothers me while we're here. It also really bothers me that those dungeons don't count in dungeon divers. You know, you need to be getting artifacts and accessories, but yet they're included in a category that says dungeons. I'm diving. I'm in dungeons, but I'm not getting any points. So anyway, those are little things they can do and some big things. But seriously, guys, does anybody get enjoyment or anything for that matter other than wasted time with your device, right? Off auto farming Iron Twins 15 and watching the same team go 5 times. Anything with a key should be able to quick battle. That includes faction wars as well, right? Once you 3-star a faction war level, you've completed it. You've mastered it. It needs to be an auto, a quick battle, right? That way we can free up time to do enjoyable things rather than watching the same troops or champions battle the same boss for the 5,000th time in a row, right? Let's do some the cool thing about Raid is they've made a masterful gacha game. The best of all time. I'm a little biased, but I think in this category, right, it's a really good game. To me, Doom Tower bosses, quicks, right? They need to fix the time. They need to address the time element of this game. Heck, even with Curse City and Centranos being added to this game, that's a lot more time, especially if you're grinding after those levels that are impossible and RNG laden to beat, you know? If you're actually going to go in and tackle that, I did for the first time last rotation, I cleared everything on hard. Not because I couldn't previously, because I didn't want to sit down for 5 hours and try to stun everybody, you know, or whatever. I guess my point, guys, is the time is a massive issue. This is coming to the game like now. To me, I'd really love them to go in there and fix some of this, right? Add super raids, super battles. Minnow, they've done a good job, but there's still some low-hanging fruit. I saw this on Nub Raids, by the way, video. I may step down as leader of my clan. This seems like it's going to demand way too much time. Time. So there we go, guys. That's my biggest issue. What do you think of Clan Siege? And do you, I mean, I imagine most of you guys agree with me on this one, right? Do you think it's an acute, I want to leave you with this question. Do you think it's an acute issue that may cause your clan, maybe not drama, but maybe people leaving, change in leaderships? Is your clan, I want to ask you guys, I really value your feedback here because I will pass it on to Plarium, especially those of you who take the time to leave thoughtful comments, right? Is this going to create any friction in your clan? Is your clan excited about this? Is this moralizing or demoralizing? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.